Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Paint and Chat with the CGN crew. Tonight we are joined with my good buddies Josh, Big Aaron, and Sean. I hope that you are all joining us too. Remember, tonight is about hobbying, hanging out, having a good time. Josh is even hobbying today, which is crazy. So if you are joining us, please work on whatever makes you happy. Do some writing, paint a miniature, knit.
Ooh, any knitters out there?
I dropped things. It was fun. Aaron, what are you working on?
I am working on finishing up my Blackstone Fortress bases. I got a pretty cool scheme for those, and I should be done, and then maybe start some Necron Lich Guard.
Josh, what are you working on?
I'm doing some MCP, baby. I got Ghost Rider and Doctor Strange and Wong.
And are you assembling or
Ghost Rider?
building?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you assembling or painting?
I am assembling. I just literally opened up Ghost Rider, and the other one's not even open yet.
Excellent. Sean, what are you working on?
I'm gonna paint some Tyranids. I'm gonna keep on my color contrast disastery stuff.
Hey.
Pretty cool.
Oh, here's my paint water. I got two characters to work on, which I may work on them in a minute. I have a bunch of little guys to base. Model count wise, I am over halfway done, which is
Really?
which is
Nice.
awesome. But inside of the other half, of course, are the two big trucks and the little truck. And so I don't know how many individual troops a tank is worth in terms of painting, but in model count, I'm over halfway done. I also have with me. Get out of my way, you little genie stealers! I have the new terrain data sheets that we. Can
I
I watched your video.
that we can take a look at. Well, don't spoil it for everybody.
I won't, but your camera went out.
Okay, so just to let you know, periodically the camera on my face might go out. We don't know why. I switched cameras, so at least the camera on the workstation is not going to go out. But for some reason, the Zoom camera is going to go out. I don't know why. I'm very mad at you, camera. But the big camera that is most of the screen is just fine. Of course, we also are going to be bringing you some news from the GW website. We got some fun things to share, including the next batch of pre-orders. And, of course, we can all talk about the things that we have been pre-ordering. So, where do you want to start?
Well, I also have some AMG slash Marvel Crisis Protocol news.
What's
AMG, what is that?
Atomic Mass Games.
Oh, gotcha. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Hey,
Well,
So-
go ahead.
The news is there's actually a banned and restricted list.
Already?
It just
my
came out.
God.
Yeah, basically one thing got banned.
What? Who?
Mulan.
No, none of the characters are banned. It's the cards that supplement those. And I think it's called Drop Off is the one that got banned. Basically, what happened was it lets you like double move stuff, and that just got to be a little crazy. So they nipped that in the butt.
That's barely even a band hammer. It's more like a band clipper.
Yeah, I mean, there's still people that are like, but I don't really care. Like, I would just want to play with the models, and they look cool, and the game's fun.
I
don't care about the extra
I thought you were
cards.
going to say Okoye and Black Widow have been banned.
No.
Or
Sorry.
I thought you were going to say that you're only allowed to take 0 of each model now.
But yes,
But were you guys aware that you have missed an epic Valhalla, but still doesn't change that in 1998, The Undertaker threw mankind off of hell into a cell onto the Spanish announcer table? Yes, we are aware that we were not
Very
part
sad.
of Valhalla.
Okay, but the most important question is,
Mm-hmm.
that's all I got.
great.
Good question.
great.
Good question.
Is the camera even like? Is it just on my? Is it even on my face, or is it just
It's
like
on
my
your
lips?
face.
Is it just
No,
my
no,
lips?
no. It's more than your lips. Thank goodness.
Okay. Okay, good.
I don't know. That might be the way to get the last of our 8,000
8,000
subscribers.
subscribers.
Go the route of CGN AMS
Layups.
ASR sleep
AMSR.
videos.
That
That stuff.
I privately made Josh a ASMR video, and
Oh yeah.
it upset both Kimmy and Delma.
Oh,
and I made it for him.
they clearly have some old-fashioned sensibilities.
I love ASMR, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
Do you still listen to ASMR?
Oh yeah, all the time, dude.
Oh, you're
When
you're a sick person.
when I need to de-stress at work, I just
No, I
pop
know.
that on, and I'm good to go.
But do you get the chilly goosebumps?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love the chilly goosebumps.
Yeah.
I first learned of ASMR from the podcast Radiolab.
Oh yeah,
And-
great
and-
podcast.
And it was because the intro to Radiolab was giving people the goosebumps, and they started getting all these emails on how they were like ASMR, like super makers or something, and so they brought me into the world of ASMR. You know what I don't like though? The satisfied videos. The satisfied videos,
I don't know what those are.
it's
Well,
when
it's like
like it's like when something gets cut perfect, or you have like the you know what I mean? It's like think about a block and it just being cut into 10 perfect slices.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kawasaki or
we
something
can
like
see
that.
your face, unfortunately. Was Valhalla in person and everything? Starhawk, yes it was. Yes it was. It was in the middle of the mountains, far away from civilization. We are probably safer than everyone else. Okay.
Oh, Starhawk. Not a fan of the ASMR.
Oh no.
No.
Patrick Wilson, power washing. What are you power washing? Aaron lied to me. He told me butter knife was for the. Listen, there's a lot of different things. There's a reason why a butter knife is part of my essentials. It's because it has other uses. Other uses, dude. Besides butter.
Yeah, to use it to like scratch your back.
I have. Yes.
Get your feet calluses cleaned up.
You can get under the.
In a pinch, you can clip a sprue with it.
What was the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the toe knife that Frank used?
Uh-huh. Is that where you...
No. I dropped a piece.
Oh man, how could you? How could you? Okay, let's get into our first news topic.
All right.
Our second news topic, because Josh is totally counted.
Okay, I guess I can.
Boy, oh boy, am I excited to switch to this picture. This picture is just for you, Nick. Just for you. We are on the Warhammer community website, and we are under the category of What Up with the Meta Watch. And believe it or not, GW has now made official baseball card style player stat cards.
It was a bit too intense for me. I actually just laughed when I saw it.
Tell you what, we are going to be making these for the CG
I know.
crew, and it is going to be glorious. It is going to be glorious and hopefully accurate. Although I don't know much about Big Aaron's gameplay. I think we should each decide the stats for each other.
Oh, we should decide.
Let's just say I'm the underdog.
Yeah, the Aarons are the underdogs for sure. You know,
There should be a hobby stat line there. Just saying.
Agreed.
there should be like a rules lawyering stat line.
Yup.
Why, you just want an auto award for Josh, or?
I'm just
It
saying,
depends
like,
on how the
I'm just
rule
saying,
book
I
is written.
feel like this card is missing some of the most crucial
You
stats.
can just add them,
that are
bud. Just
related.
add them.
Yeah, we will. We will
Nah.
add them. We got to come up. Here's the thing, though. Here's the really big important question. What is our color palette going to be? Are we going to do this blue, gray, black crap?
We have to make it simpler, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I want to get some red in there.
Get some CGN colors in there.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
get some
dude,
red in there.
just do
There
the
you go.
CGN colors.
And maybe we'll do some cards for our Discord server and our Patreons. That'd be fun.
Oh, there we go.
I'll make like a template.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
All right.
Fantastic.
Just checking
Feeling really
it.
left out
But
over here for some reason.
Anyways, getting into the actual meat of the article, they have a nice exchange about how the Games Workshop tournament pack is working, and how, most importantly, that the big tournament people are happy to use the tournament pack. I think that's what's important about this news article.
How happy people are to use the tournament pack?
Correct.
Okay. That's not
Or are
news.
these people that are using them?
From people that
They're
are using
customers.
They're customers, yes. Alright, now we can go back to my knife.
So, Games Workshop is going to start doing some meta stuff now, huh? They're going to be putting out articles to tell you what models are really good, and those models also just happen to be available right now for purchase.
Do you know how much I would trust that? 0%.
Well,
I mean, you can trust that those models will be good for a minute.
you're so anti-corporation.
So cynical.
Not cynical. GW, like if you ever gone to a GW store, you know why you can't ever trust that.
Bro, I've been to a GW store.
Then you know why you can't trust it.
A long time ago in a galaxy
Did they
far
lie
away.
to you, Josh? Were they like, hey, you should buy
No,
these?
they're just like, look at these sweet, these sweet models. They're really awesome. You should buy them. They're really cool. They're really great.
I went
I'm
to
just like,
the
good.
U.S. like headquarter or whatever in Texas.
Oh
outside.
yeah. How was that?
I went just a couple months after they opened, and at the time it still kind of felt like they were a bit unfinished. But the whole front, it was a big store, like that had everything, a huge black library section. They had some chairs that you could sit down and like read through stuff. They had a wall
Oh, my
of
favorite. I can't wait.
Forge World bits.
I mean, there's nothing in the world that I want to go to more than a 40k lore library.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sit
right.
down and read a little bit.
I think that would be like your own special kind of hell.
That sounds... I'm going to switch the screen just for a second because I'm going to zoom in even further on my camera. Showed it.
But there was also a place that was up front that I thought was pretty cool where you could just like pick up a model, pick up a brush, and start putting paint on it, and then you could take that model home.
Like the old bunker.
Yeah,
Dude,
which
the
I thought
old
was kind of
bunker.
nice.
Oh, I miss that.
There was a hall that took you to the back actual gaming hall, and this is where I felt it was a little unfinished because it was cases filled with Forge World models, but not a single one was painted.
Oh, wow. Because the
Were
best
they all
part,
built?
The best part
Yeah,
of
they were all.
Warhammer
Yeah,
World-
no, it was just the bag of Forge World. No, they were all built, just not prime, not painted, anything, no basing.
Because the best part of Warhammer World in England, Nottingham, England, is like their museum section,
Yes.
right? And it was fun to even go there with my mother and father-in-law. Mostly my father-in-law.
Your
who-
camera went out.
I fixed it already. It went out
It
again.
went out again.
Well,
Yes.
too bad. Too bad for the people. They can't see my beautiful forehead. That part was awesome. So I don't. Did they? And they have like that giant.
Space Marine?
Space Marine out front, yes. But diorama that's like 2 stories tall that you actually get to you have to like walk around by using stairs, and it has
Yeah, I
all
know
the
the.
pyramids and
Yeah, I know what
yeah.
you're talking about.
and then their food was actually pretty good. Like the food hall was really fun. And they had the Black Library section, and they had the Forge World section. I mean, it was fun to spend a day there.
Yeah. This one did not have a huge diorama. The gaming tables were all fantastic, like A+ for the terrain on all their gaming tables. It was all sorts of beautiful scratch builds, using GW kits. but just phenomenal tables. There were one or two giant, like 8-foot, 10-foot tall Space Marines.
I'm sorry. One of the commenters, I'll let you guess who, says there should be a stat line for knowledge of 1998.
Wow. Priorities, baby, priorities.
I have a friend who's into Gundam too. I wonder if he's the same friend as you. So would you go back?
There's really no reason to.
Oh.
You go one time. Like, the best part about it was that they had, they still had the original Kill Team box. There. So I bought that because I was like, you can't get that anywhere, and it's at regular MSRP. Because at that point, it was already going for almost double MSRP.
The best part of this place is that they sell the things they have on the internet.
Well, it wasn't available anymore. But yeah, pretty much. The fact that I could buy something else from them.
Yeah, Warhammer World was definitely worth going to beyond just being able to buy Forge World cheaper. No, I got your thing all dirty. Get out of my way.
I like that. That was pretty cute. Oh, I got your thing all dirty.
Sorry, it was his things happened.
This is an excerpt from the ASMR video.
That's not how ASMR works.
I don't think so. Not at all.
Oh, okay, well,
You are watching the wrong ASMR.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You have been ASMR scammed if that's what you think ASMR sounds like. I hope I have enough of this crap to base everything, because I really don't want to buy another bottle of this garbage.
What are you basing them with again?
Martian Iron Crust.
Is that the crackly?
It's just...
Yeah.
It doesn't... This one's not crackling very much. This one is mostly just sand and paint. I think the crackly one is...
There's two different for each type.
The Iron
There's
Earth.
Martian.
The Iron Earth. There's the crackly one.
So I have actually played a lot of with them, and what I found is that to get like the large crackled pieces, you just have to be lucky, or
that's not what I thought you were going to say.
Brilliant product.
Yep, there's a lot of talk of glazing with a gloss finish, or I'm sorry, varnishing whatever color you put underneath them, so that it's easier for the crackle paint to collect.
Yes, here I will break it down for you, because I have just recently gone through this with one of my Warcry kits. But yes, you're 100% correct. You put down on the base itself whatever, like a blue or something, if you're going to do icy bases, and you paint that down. You put a layer of varnish over it. That way, when you put the crackly paint on it, what happens is it dries and it pulls together, right? So if it's pulling across a slick surface, it pulls easier. Then if you glob it on, the thicker you glob it on, the thicker the cracks are going to be. If you take a hair dryer, the faster that you dry it, Aaron, your camera went out, it gets, the cracks get bigger as well that way. So take a hair dryer to them and dry them out super fast, and you'll just literally watch the cracks form as you're blowing them dry.
Sounds like a video to me.
That's really cool, man.
Well,
So then, can you confirm that the Iron Earth is more, not so much of a cracking medium, right? Isn't that kind of the chunky dirt-like stuff? And then the Iron Crust is what cracks?
Right. So the Iron Earth has done no cracking for me, if it's supposed to. It's done 0. The Iron Crust, it's just literally fine sand in paint. And I have not used the Iron Earth, which I believe is supposed to be the crackle. And when you like the Iron Earth, yeah, it has no sand in it. So,
Don't you mean the Iron Crust has no sand in it?
No, the Iron Earth, which I believe is the crackle, has no sand in it. The Iron Crust, which I am using, has sand in it. Dude, the Gundams that you're painting and the lighting effects that you've done on Discord are, gorgeous. They are gorgeous.
So when it comes to what type of crackle paint, because I tried with a whole bunch of different ones, I actually ran out of it. But Vallejo makes really good tubs of medium for like basing materials. This one here is like an earth texture, so it's like a very, very, very fine sandy grit sort of surface texture, but their crackle is very good. You get a tub of that and it's going to last you a very long time, and it's about the same price as 2 of the Warhammer 40k texture crackle pots.
Okay. Yeah, look at that. I had to go get mine.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
That's what the pros use, bro.
Let's talk about the tactical terrain data sheets.
Okay.
So I purchased the tactical terrain data sheets. I also purchased the Manufactorum. And you guys might have already seen my I Should Be Painting video where I go over this a little bit. So if you've seen that, you shouldn't be surprised as to what I'm about to say. I 100%. Well, first of all, let me just go through what's in it first. Okay, let's just start there.
All right.
Facts
before hot takes.
Facts before hot takes. Okay, so first of all, the bulk of it is between, and I might need to zoom the camera back. Uh-oh.
What'd you do, Ray?
What'd you do?
I thought I ruined everything, but I didn't.
Yet. So are these cards like something that you could like lay down on the table that you could like actually set on it?
These cards definitely go on the edge of the table. Okay. And they are there to help you remember what's going on. They're pretty big. They're like 5 inches by 7 inches or something. And you get two different main sets. You get terrain data sheets. Okay. That's one set. And then you get tactical terrain data sheets. That's another set. And then you get 4 additional cards, and these cards is a battle zone Manufactorum agenda. So essentially, it's like special missions for the Manufactorum. You get Theater of War, which is up to 6 or just 1 additional thing happening during your game, just because there wasn't enough stuff going
in case
on.
You wanted more things to have to do.
Right. And then you get a description of how the Manufactorum abilities like interlink with each other, which has this crazy diagram of when things are touching, and when they start touching, do they become one thing, and blah, blah, blah. So you have some additional rules as to how you put them together. So let's go into the meat of it. First of all, the red cards, probably the most important cards. Tactical Terrain Data Sheet. On the front, you are going to get a whole bunch of information, which is absolutely necessary for the game. And guess what?
What?
Patrick, I'm gonna let your comment come through. I'm assuming it's not a bad one. On the back side, you get very important information that's also critical for the game. So
on both sides?
On both sides.
Oh no.
So the first side shows you what the building is. It shows you what the footprint is. It shows you where you are allowed to attach additional access points. But it does not actually define the size of the building in any way. It's just dotted yellow lines, right? And so I know, I'm pretty sure that these are 3-inch sections. So I'm pretty sure this is 369. That this is a 9 by 9 thing. But it doesn't actually say that it's 9 by 9. It does show a specific picture of the terrain, but I suppose you could use this card to say that something else is the Sanctum Administratus. It also tells you how many terrain points it costs on that side. Then when you flip it over, the one thing that you want, the most important thing, is the terrain traits, which it tells you breachable, defensible, light cover, obscuring, and scalable, but it does not give you the rules for them.
Are you serious?
What?
So
the most worthless product you've ever bought.
So hey, if you want to make your game more complicated,
well, hold
your cameras off again.
Starhawk. There is a Discord. You should have access to it. I will make sure that you get access to it after this stream. Then on top of that, it adds an additional terrain ability. So the Sanctum, this one, if it were just a piece of terrain, would have breachable, defensible, light cover, obscuring, and scalable. But now that it's a 60-point terrain, it also has terrain abilities. Plunging Fire. This terrain feature has an upper floor marked by a red key line on the reverse of this card. So it refers to the other side of the card. Each time a selected target for a ranged weapon and infantry model on the upper floor is equipped with, you can ignore the Lookout Sir rule. So that's kind of like, there's some kind of crazy rules that are built into them. And you're going to need the cards because there's too many rules. But I really wanted the terrain traits written out on the card.
Yeah.
And I wanted all of the pertinent information, including the footprint on one side.
Yeah.
That all being said, there are some cool stuff. So each, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I will go to my favorite one, which is the Conservators. And the Conservators are those cute little GW tractors.
Yeah.
They actually repair your stuff now. So they have auto repair protocols at the end of your movement phase. You can select one vehicle model from your army that's within 1 inch of the servo hauler and servo welder to be repaired. That model regains up to D3 lost runes. Each model can only be repaired once per turn. That's kind of cool. However, I am going to read one more, Josh, because you're going to like this.
I'm going to like it.
You're going to like it. I am going to read you the rules for the thermo pipes. Are you ready? Overheated regulator. Each time an enemy unit ends a charge move touching the thermocoil regulator pipe section and within 2 inches of a unit from your army, roll a d6 on the floor plus that enemy unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. So.
Booby traps!
Not only is it conditional upon being charged, conditional upon distance, it's also a specific part of the thermopipes. And that specific part is the thermocoil regulator.
Do you know what I say about that? I said that rule will never be used.
I don't even know which one is the thermocoil regulator. I assume it's this one.
I think it's the block. There's a chunky bit.
Yeah, the one that looks like a regulator.
Yeah.
Sorry. Why
You
are
don't
the
know
terrain
what a
points
regulator
used for?
looks
I'm
like?
not entirely familiar with 9th edition. I believe that they now, as part of the patrol and whatever games you're setting up, allow you to take a particular amount of terrain points, and that each player gets to pick a certain amount of terrain that they can place on the battlefield based on those points. And I think that's kind of important in match play. So the next set.
Are really going to be doing this in match play, though?
Oh, absolutely not.
I don't know. The next set is the terrain data sheets. Now you might be saying, well, what's the difference between a tactical terrain data sheet and a terrain data sheet?
What is the difference?
The terrain data sheet is for narrative play. And so it adds this big, giant chunk of narrative abilities.
Nice.
That's all this is going to be used for is narrative play, by the way.
Dude, not even a narrative. Like there's too much.
What? Too many rules.
I mean, we are talking about 3 paragraphs. So, while infantry models within 6 inches of any terrain feature of this ability, each time that model would, as a result of an ability on a weapon profile that contains the word supercharge or overcharge, suffer any mortal wounds or be destroyed, roll a d6 on a 4+. That ability has no effect. Any terrain feature connected to this terrain feature also has this ability. We're not done. Explosive backlash. When a vehicle model within 3 inches of this terrain feature, when this model explodes, add 2 to the number of mortal wounds that ability inflicts. This is for this Thermo Exchanger Shrine, which is essentially a tank full of hot badness, I guess, that we definitely want to stand by. So they give you 2 sets of cards. The first set is for match play. It has the points on it, which will allow you to fairly put down some stuff. And I'm telling you, you probably will. If tournaments allow them, you will see them in tournaments because, like, being able to ignore the lookout sir, which is a regular guy for putting down a building, is kind of crazy. It turns everybody into a sniper, being able to repair your units. But it's rules on top of rules on top of rules. And they could have at least made sure that the front was just, like,
what you needed to play.
A picture, right? And then on the back, or whatever side you want to call it, front or back, on the back, it was all of the rules, including the appropriate photographs, including the appropriate diagrams. And I understand that they might errata, inspiring, obscuring, or unstable position, but I still would have rather had them written out on the card. Because that's the whole point of the card, is so you can take it and slap it down and be like, this is what this is.
Right. And only have to look at one side, because if you're adding a bunch of rules, the last thing you want to have to do is remember that you have to flip something over for more rules.
Let's just talk about the fact that my belief about the terrain section in 40K 9th edition has not changed. Too complicated, getting more. So, can you imagine the gotchas that you can get, that you can stack upon stack upon stack in this game now?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like, just like that whole, like, placing the Promethean pipes near an objective, and then, you know, waiting to be charged, and then being like, oh, you charged me, now I roll a 4+, and I get to re-roll that because of some other rule, and now, you know, all your space wolves take D3 mortal wounds because they charged me over these thermal pipes. Oh yeah, that guy up in the tower who just has a bolt rifle. Yeah, he's a sniper now. Suck it.
Las cannon.
Yeah.
Come on, why didn't you guys know that? It was clearly denoted in the
it's clearly
data
on the
sheet.
underside of the card.
Yeah. Yeah, but here's the other thing. Any terrain feature connected to this terrain feature also has this ability. And so then that's why it gives you this other card that tells you how to connect, like, channeled power. If two Battlezone Manufactorum pipeways live, terrain features are connected to the same Battlezone thermal pipes terrain feature, they are also considered to be connected. And so if you have a picture of a building with this little blue circle on it, it allows it to be connected.
Okay.
All right.
So
otherwise, if they don't have the little connecty dots or colors, you are not allowed to put them next to each other on your table.
They may not.
No. You can put them next to each other. They just don't confer their abilities.
They're not connected, bro.
So far,
You have to leave a 1 millimeter gap between them, otherwise.
I have not seen a single one that cannot be connected. Aha! I found one that can't be connected. The containers and the conservators. By the way, the containers have a storm bolter on them.
They do.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can just put down. You can literally put down light cover with storm bolters.
Yeah. It's a cargo container is a defense line now, right?
I guess. I mean, I get the other thing is like none of the old terrain is in these packs. Like the two other iterations of Promethean pipes and steam pipes or whatever the heck they were called. There's Promethean pipes, and then there's another pipe that I forgot what they're called. The plasma pipes, plasma conduits.
And they basically all look exactly the same.
Right. Promethean pipes just look like pipes. The plasma conduits have little ribs on it that look like the ribs on a plasma gun. And then whatever these pipes are called.
Thermal.
Thermo pipes?
Thermo.
Yeah, thermo pipes. They have the Gothic Widow's Peak on them. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. I gotta echo what Josh said.
What? You believe in me now?
I do. In this particular case, I'm with Josh, man. There is already so much complexity just in my old 8th edition Tyranid Codex and how that gets modified by Psychic Awakening. and how that goes into 9th edition, right? And I'm just starting to play these guys. And instead of just picking up a book and being like, oh, I know what these things do, and now I've got stuff on the battlefield that doesn't just, like, we already have all these new rules and things that you have to, like, keep track of which one or more of what 8, 9, 10 standard abilities a terrain feature has. Remember to use them. How's that interplay with my stuff? How's that interplay with your stuff? And now you want more customized pieces. Like, there becomes a point where you get so far from that standardized chest, right? I got 12 pieces, 16 pieces, and they all do different stuff. And okay, right? And we're exponentially increasing the difficulty to play a game.
I wish for 9th edition, when they put it out, they just kind of like compiled all of the rules from 8th edition, put them into the rule books or initial indexes. Remember when they did 8th edition, it was just like a complete hard reset from 7th, so everyone was just working from the indexes in the same rule book. Yep. And everyone went from there. And I think that worked pretty well. Yeah, there were codexes that didn't come out until, a year and a half or maybe almost 2 years afterwards. But they were still cranking out codexes really fast. But there were too many books in the end of the last 8th edition. The Vigilus and was it Phoenix or whatever the last book series were? There are so many rules. And then all of the White Dwarfs, they need to compile all of that and be like, look, all right, no more 8th edition rules because we've compiled it all into this book. Maybe it's like another chapter approved book because if you guys have noticed, they put
I do have those if you want me to open them.
What's that?
The chapter approved and the
which chapter?
The one that just came out.
The
is that the mission pack, right? With the terrain stuff, right? With the new terrain rules. Yeah, no, you don't need to open that, and that's fine because no one's ever going to use that. Sorry.
I'll, for the fairness of it, I'm actually really excited about it. I have it, and it's a bunch of extra missions that you can play. So it has its benefit in the narrative situation, right? Match play, you're always going to stick to something in the book unless you play the same few friends over and over again. And
Look,
match.
I like complexity, okay, and I like figuring things out, and I like there being uniformity, and I like knowing what's going on because people have cards on their table. What I don't like is bad design. Right? I don't have any problem with any of the rules that are in these cards. I think they're fun. I think they make the game interesting. I think they give you something else to think about. But the bottom line is that the card that is supposed to alleviate the difficulties of having additional rules in and of itself is not designed well. That's my problem.
Yeah, I feel like they really need to do something about consolidating all the rules very easily. Like as if they had an application that had all the rules in it. If they had something like that, then they could compile all the rules so that you put your list in and it has all the rules for all of your whole army, and then maybe even do a phase by phase checklist of don't forget these triggers here and there. If only they could put together some sort of application. I'm sure they would include something so obvious.
If only.
As a collection of all of your rules. Come on, GW, get on something.
It's a novel, unheard of idea. I think you're just gonna have to give them time to think about it. To think it up, you know what I mean?
I think I've given them 20 plus years to think about this.
Amen, brother. Amen.
All right. Well, let's move on over to some other news.
Okay.
We have we got the pre-orders for this week.
Oh, good. Let's talk about the pre-orders. Because
Uh-oh.
it's not really super exciting pre-orders, and well, there kind of is if you play Age of Sigmar.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, they're really cool. The giants are really cool looking.
There are, but before that,
I cannot believe that they're $200 though.
yes. So there is a Titan giant, behemoth giant, and he is like $200. And he's super, super cool looking. And I think that's the one that you can build like 3 different models from. It's really big. Like it dwarfs the regular Age of Sigmar giant. But it's one of those that it's kind of like building a knight army. You get 3 of those dudes and maybe 1 or 2 of the baby giants. And boom, you got a list. You got a whole army.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
But knights are way cheaper than that.
Well, for now.
Well, there's...
Just wait until the next Night kit comes out, buddy.
Yup.
Dude,
extraneous stuff added, charge more.
Well, I mean, look at the new Necron Silent King. That was a $150 kit.
Bro, and we're going to get to it at some point, but the new monolith.
Yeah.
How much do you think that's going to be?
I think, well, I haven't really seen like a good size scale of what the monolith is going to be. Yes. But I feel the monolith will probably be at least a $90 kit.
Oh no, it's going to be a full 150 kit.
Oh, you think so?
I'm with Josh on this one as well. Yeah.
It's going to get way bigger. It's super detailed, and it is going to be $150 kit.
And you can tell the scale from the warrior.
Playable though?
No, it's not playable already.
I don't know if it's entirely not playable. Being a Lord of the War is not great, but the melee has gotten way friggin' better. And the new cannons, they're only 5 points a piece, so but that's per, so only 20 points more, and they do some pretty good shooting. The fact
doesn't
that
have
it doesn't have an invulnerable is stupid. So can you put one of the new Cryptex that gives the 5-up invuln on him and just babysit?
Probably not.
Well, I don't know if it's core or what, but I'm sure there's some things. But I think that it's not great, but I think you could probably have fun with it.
Well, not to move off of Necron monoliths, but I'm going to. I almost ordered the new dwarf, the Endrin Master with dirigible suit.
But he's in the box. Your camera went out again. You probably can't get that box anymore. But yeah, he's in his own kit. Is he actually any good of a model though?
I don't know, but he looks cool.
Yeah.
And that's what counts.
That's what counts to cool guys.
I think, hold on, before you buy him, I might have one from the...
I did not buy him, and I am not going to buy him.
Why?
I just said I almost bought him.
Okay. Well, I might have him. He might be built, but pretty sure he's not painted. So you can have him.
The problem is that my Sky Dwarves are painted really, really well because I didn't paint them. And so it discourages me from buying more because even though I could replicate the paint job, I don't want to.
Just have Dan do it.
I could just have
He's
Dan
the one who painted it.
I could just have Dan do it, I guess. I could be like, Dan, do it. And he'll be like, give me some money. I'll be like, okay, here you go.
That's usually how it works.
I could do that. But I don't know when we're going to play them again. But I do love my Sky Dwarves. I have up on the screen the Hexmark Destroyer.
Yeah.
So a lot of pre-orders for Necrons coming up.
Well, so there's only really 3 this week, and I got hacks for the second 2. So the Hexmark Destroyer.
Patrick says, I'm back, had to chase kids down. Exclamation point. What does that mean?
Well, wrangling kids. You guys do it
Well,
every.
wrangling would chase them down.
Yeah, you haven't had to chase down your child at least once.
I mean,
Have none of you fathers there?
No,
I mean,
all the time.
I have put like a homing beacon on the back of him and opened the front door and been like, run.
A homing beacon, huh? You've chipped your child,
and then give him a good solid 30 count, and then be like, I'm coming to chase you down.
and then you release the hounds.
Who's me?
You were the hound.
LOL, I make my 4-year-old pull weeds and give him models to paint in return. Dude, you are a genius.
Oh, dude, you want to hear the best?
I do.
The best thing is, I have an RC car that we got Sam for his birthday. His uncle got it for him. And Sam just loves to chase it. And I have 2 battery packs, and it just goes for a half hour. He'll chase the whole half hour, and then he's exhausted. And then I don't have to chase him anymore.
But do you like attach mops to his feet, though? Like
no, it's outside.
Oh, okay. So do you put a rake on it? A rake on the back of him. Don't forget the leaves. I'm not Necron-y. So are you ordering the hex marks and the destroyers? And
well,
what
there's
else is
the
there?
hex mark destroyer. There's just the hex mark destroyer
And the score pack destroyers.
And the score pack destroyer. So hex mark destroyer, he has 6 arms, 6 shots. Not super impressive, but what I do like about him is he gets the deep strike for free. He has that ability where if someone deep strikes, he can counter deep strike and shoot first. So that's kind of cool.
What does counter deep strike mean?
So if something deep strikes in somewhere, you can interrupt and do a deep strike of your own with that dude.
His deep strike sits on the top of the stack.
Right. Well, they deep strike in, and then he gets to deep strike and then shoot them before they get to do anything.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
That sounds like something a Tau would do.
So yeah, kind of right. But there's no AP, 6 shots. And also if it kills a model, it gets to shoot again.
Once. It gets to shoot once again.
Yes.
Right.
Right. Oh. So if you clear a bunch of chaff, you can, get a couple more shots.
So you could get 12 shots. You could get 12.
Yeah. You theoretically, yes.
Theoretically.
So not really great quality of shots. It has quantity of shots, but here's why I like that as a unit is the command protocols for Necrons can only be in a 6-inch bubble from what is it, Josh? Is it just an HQ unit?
Yeah, I believe it's just a noble unit, right?
No, I think it's more than the nobles. If you're the leader has to be a noble, but I don't think it has to be a noble to give it out. So what you can do is maybe drop him in somewhere, be like, "Aha, gotcha, bitch," and lay down some fire, and then also giving the command protocol bubbles to some place that didn't have it before.
Oh. Why
is he a character?
Why do you have to be so mean about it, though?
Yeah, I think so.
When it happens.
Yeah, that was intense.
You have 6 arms with guns. You gotta be mean.
That made me a little upset.
I'm sorry.
Like I feel like I got gotcha'd in real life.
Got you, bitch.
Like you just gotcha'd me. Here's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
A lot of gene stealers have little gun holsters.
Little baby gun holsters. Yep, true.
Yeah. There is no way that this gun holster matches the pistol that's in his hand. He's just got a regular pistol gun holster, but it's empty. And this isn't the first one. There's a bunch of them that have empty pistol holsters. And no sign of a pistol that would actually have gone in that holster.
Well, why do you don't actually need, it's just for show.
Well, those guys, you have to imagine, they probably don't have, like, they're kind of like coming from miners, right? They probably don't have like a whole bunch of reserves of weapons and stuff like that. So maybe at one point they had.
We got this holster.
Well, should you find a bolt
pistol? Should you find one? Say off of a dead space marine captain that you definitely killed all by yourself. Just put it in.
Yeah, so you get it. So the other 2 Necron kits that came out are the Warriors, for one.
Yes, and but the warriors come with the
scarabs.
Spideys.
Yeah, because it's the exact same sprue as the one from the Indominus box. Same with their push fits. They're the same models. Yada yada. Same with the destroyers. Now, no one's out there is gonna buy a box of warriors. Here's why.
Hey.
What?
Yeah. I disagree, but you go first.
Okay. Because what you're going to do is a box of Warriors is $45. For $50, you can get the Recruit Edition box set that comes with 10 Warriors, with the Scarabs, with a Royal Warden, 5 of the new Assault Intercessors, 1 of the new Assault Lieutenants, and then the game mat and blah, 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 blah. For only $50. So $5 more, you get the Royal Warden and all of the Primaris dudes for $5.
Yes. Okay. I thought you were saying they weren't going to get the new Warriors. I was going to say GW did a brilliant move by putting the stats for the new guns as complete trash, so that everybody made all of their warriors with the old guns. And surprise, the new guns are good. So now everyone that built their models has to get new ones.
Yeah, I really don't understand why they did that. And if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, they used to be, what was it, 15-inch rapid fire one?
Yes.
And now they're assault to 13 inches.
Something like that, yeah.
So, and I mean, if you think about it, like the rapid fire, you're already gonna, like, if you want to get that extra shot, you're already gonna have to be in about that same range as it is. Plus, being able to just like drop them out of one of the croissants, they have to come, like, the croissant has to be. Josh, correct me if I'm wrong. The croissant has to be 9 inches away from the enemy models to be able to drop in, and then the models that do drop in have to be within 3 inches of I
believe that's correct.
So you can actually drop them in well within that 12 or 13 inches for the Assault 2 and just start blasting and just come in, just blast.
I told you guys the new gun was going to be good.
Yeah, and that's why I put them on a whole bunch of them and didn't listen to
Nobody believed me. I was like, there's no way they're going to come out with a new gun.
I didn't you.
And then it was going to be trash.
Build it.
I said Necron what?
I hedged my bet because all of the old warriors, that's what I put the new guns on. I was like, all right, I'm going to have them with the new guns, but it's going to be on the old warrior bodies.
It's like Josh's argument doesn't make any sense for him because he already owned 100,000 warriors with the old guns. So he would lose nothing by putting the new guns on.
Which is what he did.
Right.
I actually didn't put them on.
You didn't?
You haven't built any.
I didn't build them.
Oh, okay. Well, thank goodness you have...
See, I knew that was a loophole.
Thank goodness you have half an Indominus box.
Yeah, I'm going to build them now.
The GW math is sound as toilet paper math. Now with 2.5x more roll than the competitors included free. Yes.
Nice.
I know, you gotta love that. You gotta love that math.
So those were really the only releases that came out this past week. Anyone know if there's anything coming out this week that's going to go on pre-order?
Well, I have the Sunday preview. Shall I toss it on in?
I forgot that there was a Sunday preview.
Do we want to watch the video?
Nope. Well, maybe, I don't know.
Give us the summary.
Okay, we'll just skip the video. All right. Ophidian Destroyers.
Ooh, okay.
So that's the
Snaky Boys.
That's the Snaky Boys.
I like them.
The Convergence of Dominion, which is the terrain pieces.
Okay. That are only going to be terrain pieces and nothing else because they're not good.
Uh-huh.
They give +2 leadership and have a weird short-range gun.
The Monolith, which looks freaking
phenomenal,
dope.
Does it have the price there?
No.
Nope.
But it has like a cute. It has like a circle with electrical.
It's really cool. You can tell the size from the warrior coming out of the temple.
Dude, it's gorgeous.
Oh,
it's a nice model.
Yeah.
It is a nice model.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, when we're making guesses on the price of it, I didn't see this.
Dude, it's gotta be over $90.
Oh, well.
Right? Looking at this, wouldn't you say it's over $90?
It's a $150 model.
Yeah, your camera went. There you go.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
Listen,
okay.
it's an old television, okay, and we're on Imperial technology. They don't work great.
They don't understand how it works.
Then of course is the Catan Shard of the Void Dragon.
Oh, the Void Dragon, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty dope too.
Yeah.
Void Dragon is pretty dope. Definitely a vehicle killer, but it will pretty much kill anything.
I do really like that his chest is sort of digitally coming apart.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So cool.
It's just weird that aesthetic is not present anywhere else, because I'm going to scroll back up really quick to the terrain, and the terrain is also falling apart, but it's not falling apart in little tiny cubes. It's breaking apart.
So one of the new Cryptex has a digital skull that's coming off of his base. That's really cool looking.
But why is it so few?
use it
Why is
that much.
everything not digital?
I know.
Because not everything is a star god, Aaron.
True.
But
and then of course the Hammerfall bunker.
and I heard that thing is super tiny. I thought it was a bunker, it was something that could be embarked, you could put models inside. This thing's like a turret.
Yeah.
It's a turret.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's a turret.
definitely gonna order 2 of them.
Really? It hits everything in line of sight.
Yeah.
Or it shoots everything in line of sight.
Did you see that somebody got the new ATB, and it is the same size as the Outrider thing from Gene Stealer Cults with the 4 wheels?
I had seen someone say
One
that.
of the little dune buggies?
It's exactly the same size as, not their little dune buggies, the size up one. It looks like a little kind of smaller truck.
Yeah, they got little
Ridge
AT
Runner
things.
Yeah.
The Ridge
Yeah,
Runner.
yeah,
How
there
big
you go,
did you
Ridge
think
Runner.
it was going to be? Like an RC?
No,
car?
it's the exact same size, and the other model doesn't look stupid. So people are gonna convert. They're gonna convert up the Space Marine one with the other one because it's still a GW model, the same size, and it looks 1,000 times better. So
Well, there you go, folks. If you want
That's
to
your opinion.
dune buggy.
Hard
it's not my
opinion.
opinion.
Gosh.
Although
Stays
I guess
reality.
Next
I guess
time.
since I ordered so many of them, I could convert a couple of them to be Gene Stealer now. Now that I know.
Or
Yep.
use a couple of them, for your Gene Stealers.
Let's see. The Primaris Tech Marine is coming out.
Which looks like a dope tech marine.
It
Yeah, I'm
does.
pretty excited
It's,
about him.
I think it's the only person who's not wearing a helmet that is acceptable, since half of his head is a metal plate.
He's getting a helmet.
I like
Your
that,
metal head needs more metal.
I like that this walking death robot machine has one pipe on it that has caution labeling on it. Like,
Whatever
don't
you
worry
do,
about
don't
the power
puncture
axe,
this.
but this one little cord here, this could be a problem.
So I forgot to tell you guys.
Uh-oh.
Did you guys hear about the super drama that's going on at with Magic right now?
No.
Negatory.
Super
Well, hold on.
drama.
So
Let's get through the pre-orders, and then
Okay.
and then I'll go
Oh,
back
I
to
want to
the
know
team.
about super drama.
No, let's get through the pre-orders.
So they also got the Mega Bomber is coming out, and just for you, Aaron,
The
Warhammer-
Mega Bomber. What's the Mega Bomber?
It's for
Fort
the little
Aeronautica crap.
flying-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Aeronautica
It's
okay.
for stuff that
that you don't care
Yeah.
about. But what you do care about is the Elves Omnibus. Yeah, and then a
I'm
bunch of
so
books are
excited.
All right, there you go, Josh. I finished.
No,
the
no, no, no,
segment.
no. Books.
What?
I got I got a
Uh-huh.
super fun Dark Angels giant book by Gapthorpe for my birthday, so I'm excited.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
fantastic. Okay.
One of the newer ones, and
You're-
now Josh, tell us Magical scuttlebutt.
Tell me
Okay.
what's going on in Magic.
So I think we talked last week how they banned another card, Uro, and right now the meta's at like 56%. All the same deck again. Even though they banned that card that was in the deck, they just slightly changed it, and now it's the same deck again. So they're gonna probably announce another ban. But the real stuff is they did a secret lair, which is when they make special cards that are typically either silver bordered or reprints. Silver bordered meaning that can't be played in Legacy stuff. But what they did is they did a crossover with The Walking Dead.
Yep.
So they
I
have.
ordered it.
So the problem is that it is black bordered and it is legal for all Legacy. And on Magic the Gathering Online, one of the tournament players, like that does all the rounds on there, went 5-0 with the new Walking Dead card deck, and and people are not happy.
So wait a minute, you can get the secret lair on Magic Online as well?
Yes.
Starhawk, don't worry, I will take care of your Discord link. We'll get it squared away.
Additionally, it's also legal for Commander. And people got so
it's
mad.
It's always been legal for Commander. All the secret layers have been legal for Commander.
No, they've got silver bordered ones, which are My Little Pony or reprints. They've never been just new cards just from secret.
Yes,
layer.
they have. I have them. They
Wait,
they literally have had 15
15
or 20 secret layers, and the entire Cats one was totally legal, and created the foundation of the Cats deck. So.
Okay, well then everybody on the internet is wrong, and they're mad for no reason. But basically, people are super pissed because they've only got like a week or two to buy these Walking Dead cards before they're gone. So they actually, the community went and are moving to this new Captain format, which is basically Commander without the Walking Dead cards being able to be played in it. But because Wizards doesn't have control of it, they don't have any say over what's legal or not in it. It's quite the hubbub. Like, it is hilarious. If you've seen any of the Secret Lair ads on your Facebook page, read the comments. It is quite a joy to read. Hilarious.
I don't know. I'm really excited for my Walking Dead cards.
Oh, they're great investment because they're going to be worth a lot of money.
I bought 3 boxes, and nice. I bought them on day 1. I think I was like order number 5 or something.
Yeah. That's
Anyways,
awesome.
if you want to go to Secret Lair, it's like magic.secretlair, blah blah blah. They do it every quarter, I think. Sometimes every half year. A lot of times they are definitely legal for Commander. Sometimes they aren't. Sometimes they are crossovers with things like My Little Pony. Other times they are just featuring specific card types. So, for example, they had the Ooze Secret Lair, and the Ooze
which
cards
I love that
were definitely legal in Commander. They did change Secret Lair a little bit because in one of the first Secret Lairs releases, the cards that you got were random, but you were limited to buying 6 boxes. So it was really difficult to guarantee that you got all the cards. You could guarantee that you got one of the cards, but you couldn't guarantee that you were going to get the other ones, even if you bought all 6 boxes. I believe. Arun will have to correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure that that's right. The later ones have been, if you get the Secret Lair, you get all the cards. The real hubbub, the real squishy hubbub, is that whatever Magic has been doing for their foils has been getting worse and worse and worse, and foil cards now are bending. They're like warping
really?
So bad that they've had to ban them from tournament play because essentially the card is marked. And in particular, it's been all of the super special release cards. So I'm not just talking about Secret Lair, but like, for example, they 2 summers ago, they came out where if you bought a case, you had a chance of getting one version of one card in a super, super rare format. So it was already a mythical card, plus it had mythical art, and it was a foil, and it was like 1 per 6 boxes, and a box is $120, so it's 1 per $800 worth of boxes, and they're warping, right? And so they've been coming out with all of these like really like more and more rare things to collect and more foils, and the foils have been like curling badly.
Yeah,
I can tell you,
not acceptable.
I can tell you, I wish I had it handy. Like, I'm looking around, it should be right next to me because I literally was just holding them. My secret layer cards.
The only card that should ever warp. 2
of them, one of which is the Cat Commander. I mean, it's warped an inch, 3/4 of an inch.
That's
you know what
bananas.
I mean? Like, I could use it nicely as a round roof on a piece of terrain.
Wow.
Look at this. So this is one of the new cards. It's the flip lands, Aaron.
Yeah.
See? So it's foil on both sides, which is super weird.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Has it
And
been?
it doesn't warp.
Yeah, I was gonna say it just pulls against each side, so
Yeah,
it's
right?
the flattest card you have.
I got a couple of the full art new lands too, which they're super cool.
So I didn't know that you could get the secret layer in Magic Online. That kind of pisses me off.
Why?
Because the whole point of the secret layer was that like you had to go to the secret website, and then they literally make you wait in line. You get a link. They get a link, and then that link you have to sit at your computer for some unknown period of time until they let you in, and then you're able to buy the cards. And the whole point was that I don't know, buying digital versions of the secret layer.
I think you get the codes when you buy the actual physical product.
Okay. I don't know. I'm still not happy about it.
Okay.
I'm also not happy about this guy's cloak. I've got to do something about this cloak. Why am
Well, guys, do you want to see my progress so far?
Yeah.
Vulpus Flink,
All right.
pink or Flesh Terror red?
Vulpus pink.
Okay.
Flesh Terror red.
God damn it.
All right.
Aaron, which one?
Flesh Terror Red.
Okay.
Yes. All right, look at
that.
Oh.
Super cool. I got him
Nice.
jumping off. And then here's Wong.
Awesome.
And then here is Doctor Strange's base.
Ooh, cool.
And this is Doctor Strange himself.
Nice.
And he fits in here.
He's got like a floaty ringy orb thing.
Yeah, you put him in it like that. But I'm going to be painting this much... it'll be so much easier to paint them separate, so...
Dude,
Gotcha.
Flesh Terrors was correct.
Fine, whatever, man.
I'm sorry. It was correct. It was the correct decision. His cloak has gone from hot trash to vampire beauty.
Aww.
Vampire, beauty.
I've been watching a lot of True Blood, guys.
Yeah, you have. A little too much, if you ask me.
And I've been starting to cook Louisiana food.
Oh my god. You gotta charge those
that.
RC
Oh, it's so
battery
good.
packs.
So good.
Last week I had made gumbo. I told you guys that.
Yeah, I made shrimp.
Nice.
I made shrimp and grits.
Yeah, I made shrimp and grits too, just because I had leftover shrimp and I already had grits.
We
But then
ordered a crab boil on Friday.
Ooh.
Oh my god, dude. I was like, you know what? Next week is going to be really hard at work just for things that we don't need to talk about. Just it's going to be a real stressful week. And it was a stressful week preparing for it. And even though like money's tight and stuff, I was like, you know what? I'm going to splurge on some good food. You know what I mean? I'm going to splurge on something that I really like. So we ordered this crab boil place that we like a lot, that we get on special occasions, and I upped my order from rock crab to Alaskan king crab.
Ooh, taking it up a notch.
Which was not a cheap upgrade. And I got sick and I threw it all up.
Aw, buddy, that sucks.
Yeah, and there was nothing wrong with it. I was not served bad food. My son ate the same food. My wife ate the same food. It was just I ate too much, and there's too much garlic and butter with my Crohn's, and like I was like, oh man. And so I texted my dad. I was like, does it lower the price? Like, do I get to discount the price of it?
I don't think that's how it works.
Oh, I was so sad. It was so good though. Dude, I need a little bit of red right here, and I need it not to go anywhere else. Thank you, Sean, for giving me the power to do that.
You're welcome.
Wow,
Hey,
this character's pretty much done.
so do you guys want to hear something funny that my wife and I did yesterday?
Yeah.
We saw a movie.
At a
What?
movie theater?
Yeah, there was nobody else in the theater.
That's
It was just
awesome.
us in the whole theater. And we knew that because we checked Fandango for the CD prior, and no one had purchased tickets for it yet. And it was the starting of the movie. So we went in and watched The New Mutants.
How was it? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I loved it because Kimmy hated it. So,
Wait,
You loved it specifically because Kimmy hated it?
yeah, it was great.
I can see that being a dynamic in more than one.
So, yeah, I didn't want to go to a movie theater. She wanted to go, and the negotiation was that the only movie that I would see is that crappy.
but I mean, that's awesome that you got to go to a movie theater.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. Oops, this is the wrong paint. Wrong paint, Aaron. Wrong paint. That would have been a disaster. That would have been an unmitigatable disaster. Oh, did I tell you guys that I finished my large bottle of Nuln oil?
No.
No,
Finish
but
it off, huh?
Yep. I had to actually. I was gonna do a ceremony. I had to crack it open on stream. This is the new bottle.
Ceremony.
This is the new bottle.
What did you give the old one, like a Viking funeral, or?
Yeah, I shot it.
Definitely.
I shot it out of an air cannon, and then ate it with an M80. That's a Viking.
Nice.
That's a Viking funeral for a paint bottle. No, I'm saying I have finished a lot of pots of paint, but I have never finished one of the GW big pots of paint without spilling it until this last bottle of Nuln oil. So I was proud.
And now you're a real boy.
And now I'm a real boy. Oh, and I can't believe I got a whole guy. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 guys based. I got a character completely painted. What is happening in my life?
Oh,
Get
bro.
it done.
Contrast paint.
Not all. But yeah, there's a lot of them.
All right. Time to branch out into other colors.
So I don't know if anybody's interested in talking about the Warhammer 40,000 calendar.
Oh my gosh, of course I am.
New physical calendar for 2021?
New physical calendar for 2021. It comes in all sorts of different flavors.
Like, does it come in blueberry?
Does it come in Dumpster Fire version 2.0?
Dumpster fire.
Well, do Space Marines taste like blueberries? Because there's a Space Marine version of it.
Are you against the Warhammer calendar?
No.
No, I'm talking to Sean.
No. I was referring to 2021 potentially
okay.
being
I
the
got you,
flavor
Sam.
of Dumpster Fire version 2.0.
That makes more sense now.
Okay.
Anyways,
Glad we're on the same
there's a calendar coming out. It comes in Age of Sigmar flavor. It comes in Warhammer flavor. It comes in the Horus Heresy flavor. Those are the flavors that you get. Funnily, though, it won't be delivered until March. I'm just kidding. That is a
You
joke.
are just kidding, right?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
good.
just kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised if
There's
it
also a
wasn't.
bunch of new audiobooks coming out. If you guys are interested in that sort of thing.
Oh, really?
Someone's got to be, so throw it out there for the subscribers, man.
Oh, do I have to?
Yeah, just be like, oh, I see a Blood Angels book and there's
Okay.
an Aramon. Like,
There's
you
there's a book about a lion, which I assume is related to the Lion, the Witch of the Wardrobe.
is my boy.
Lion L. Johnson.
Is
That
my
is
boy.
the easiest Warhammer name I've ever had to pronounce.
It
I
is
think he's
garbage, isn't
a
it?
poet. It's a poet.
Lion
It is
L. Johnson.
A real poet.
Lord
Really?
of the First.
Yeah, like Google him real quick. I think he's named after like a British poet.
I can't Google, bro. I got painting to do.
Lion L. Johnson. fandom. Lionel Johnson, so Lionel is an English poet born March 15th, 1867.
The Lord.
But the question is, what did he write? Oops, that's funny. When I clicked the wiki link, it took me to the 40K link.
Of course it did. You know that man's entire life is now GWIP, right?
He's owned by Games.
Yeah. He's just lucky he's dead. I assume.
That's the future, where companies just own the rights to people. Not to what they did, just to people.
Hold on, that's yeah.
He was notable for his fastidious and wistful lyrics. I've never heard of a poem as described by Fastidious, but I suppose that describing poetry, much like describing wine, requires words that have no bearing on its reality.
Touché, sir. Touché.
His poetry had notes of bullshit.
And smelled of
I don't know.
elderberry.
I don't recognize anything that this person's written, which probably makes me very, very uncultured. Anyways, this book coming out, it's coming out in book form, it's coming out in tablet form, it's coming out in audiobook form. The Sons of the Behemoth is also coming out both in book form and audio form. That, of course, would be the book accompanying your $300 Warhammer Age of Sigmar army.
No,
honestly,
it's like $800.
Honestly, if you bought that one model, I feel like you should get the audiobook for free. Can I just say that? That it should come with the audiobook about it?
Yes, you can say that, and that is a thing that they should absolutely do. And I would love.
Oh,
right? Because
if you bought models and it came with
yeah, you got a voucher for an audiobook or something like that. That would be dope.
That actually is that is a really good idea. I just came
so
up
much
with
more media. Yeah.
I'm glad I just came up with it.
You're a smart guy, bro. But seriously, in all honesty, that Lionel Johnson book, the snippets say that it covers him right before the triumph at Ullanor, right, and why he wasn't there. So it actually sounds like it should be some fun, relevant information to any loyal Dark Angel.
Oh, is he a Dark Angel?
Such a thing exists?
Bro.
Jeez, throwing some shade.
I know, right?
Listen, every culture needs its own bad guys to fight the bad guys, right?
And that's me.
You need to have bad guys to fight bad guys, or else you'll get out bad guyed. That's the whole purpose of mutually assured destruction. It's the entire philosophy.
I like it.
All right,
Josh, I like it.
I like it.
So I'm done with the red and the yellow on my Carnifex of murderfication. I decided to go with the Spore Cysts for that sweet -1 to hit. And now I gotta lay in some blues. I did end up going, Josh, with your suggestion of the I did Skeleton Horde for the Talonblade.
That's been my jam. Skeleton Horde's been my jam.
Skeleton Horde is so close to the Arjax Earthshade, like it's right there with utility. It is a good. Everybody should have a pot. If you paint 40K miniatures, that's when you need some Arjax Earthshade and some Skeleton Horde.
Isn't it Agrax Earthshade?
Whatever it is, I don't speak Theresian.
You said Theresian pretty well, so I feel like you're kind of lying to me about that.
But
this is what I hope. I really hope that it was not wrong of me to not check double negative. I should have checked the FAQ and made sure that all of the bases that came with all the models when I based all of these models are still the bases that Gene Stealers are on. Because I'm a little worried that Gene Stealer leaders are no longer on 28mm bases.
So your hybrid acolytes, the dudes with more than 2 arms,
they are on big bases.
Are on 32mm bases.
Those are on 32.
All your other infantry is on the 25 or the 28, whatever the hell the old standard was.
Okay.
25.
And your characters will come on a 32.
This character did not come on a 32.
Oh, you came on a 40?
It came on a 28.
28.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter, man. That's a Josh.
Well, no, but it might be correct because it's the size of a human. It's the size of an Imperial Guard.
No,
an Imperial Guard officer
that.
is still on a 28, right?
I get that. Yes.
I wish he was on a bigger base because his feet are literally hanging off the edge. And
put him on a bigger base.
But
no one is gonna.
Listen, it's done. It's done.
Okay.
It's been based. It's been glued.
My Carnifex on his 80mm base says you're stupid.
I didn't do it because I wanted to spite you. I just wanted to bring it up to spite you.
Your Carnifex on an 80mm base is mean.
And he looks correct. He looks like he fits. I am all about, does my miniature look like it fits on the base it's on? Like, that's all I care about.
Listen.
I will never go down in size, but I will always go up in size. My Tanaur, whatever, supremacy armor is on a base twice the size it's supposed to be on, because if you put it on the base it comes with, its toes literally hang off.
I hate it. I hate it when toes hang off bases.
Just like all Necrons used to?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I really do dislike that. I'm just glad that it's on the right size base. That's all. And
that's all that matters.
I'm just happy about that. Man,
all right.
I am getting stuff done tonight.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, dude.
Hey, how about y'all out in the internet world? Who's working on projects and what have you gotten done? And we're going to sit here silently until you say something or 8 minutes and 42 seconds pass.
Your turn to entertain us, internet.
Dance for us, monkeys.
No, I hope people are doing some fun stuff while we're doing this stuff.
Gotta be, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
I mean, we're not that entertaining. Jeez.
If you're just listening to us, my God.
What?
Feel for you.
I know my mom is probably just listening to us.
Oh, that's sweet. Hi, Aaron's mom.
My mom says I talk too fast.
Is she watching your YouTube videos on like 1.5 speed?
Maybe just because she doesn't know what I'm
Because I realized I was listening to news podcasts at like 1.3 speed, and I was wondering why I was having like really bad anxiety in the mornings.
And you slowed it down to half speed, and you're like, everything's fine.
Yeah. Trump is way more tolerable.
Right. The Gundam. I was supposed to tell you. I wanted you to pick. What were my choices?
The unicorn?
I wanted to pick unicorn.
I was pro unicorn as well. For those not knowing, Shivand is trying to decide what the next.
I have a cool unicorn over here that you can base it off of. Can I get up without destroying everything in the entire office?
Probably not, but you can give it a shot. I mean, it's so close to the end that if you just cut everything off, everyone's
look at my pretty special unicorn. I love him. He has a Band-Aid on his nose.
Why does your unicorn have a Band-Aid on its nose?
I don't know, but it does.
Trauma pony, baby. Trauma pony. So I got a fun story unrelated to anything except for horse type animals and Band-Aids.
Okay.
My daughter was like 3, right? And my little sister sends her a package. And inside of this package is a pony that has been wrapped up like the side of its head, like it got like traumatic brain injury, head trauma, car accident style, right? With the pony hair sticking out the top of it. And we named the pony Trauma Pony, and Trauma Pony was the favorite stuffed animal of that kid for a solid 6 months, which if you have a kid, you know that a favorite stuffed animal is either really, really, really a favorite or is discarded immediately. So making it 6 months as the favorite was great. And Trauma Pony, if you're out there, I miss you.
My mom tried to force a favorite stuffed animal onto our child.
Really?
Yes, she bought a specific animal and like introduced it to him when he was a kid, and then gave it this whole backstory and told it like to this whole thing, and then every time she talked to him, interacted with him, like, she kept bringing up the stuffed animal. Like, she really, really, really wanted this particular stuffed animal to be his favorite. And she would call me and she'd ask me, like, oh, is he sleeping with so-and-so stuffed animal? And I'd be like, yeah. He loves that stuffed animal. You know what I got at C2E2 though that I just found?
What's that?
There was a booth, and I know they traveled around. So if you've been to any Comic-Cons, you've probably seen this before. It was called Octocat, right? And it's a plushie that's the head of a cat, and then it has 8 octopus legs, and it's called Octocat.
Bro, I love it. I love it
too. I bought Octocat, like the original one, years ago. 2 years ago, they came out with these like little it's food for the Octocat, and it's these little plushies. They're like the size of a mouse, and you get one like pink one, and you get one blue one, and you get one purple one, but they made them smell like cotton candy.
Ooh, brutal.
And they like really, really smelled like cotton candy when I first got it. I just found one under the sofa when I was cleaning out the sofa. Still smells like cotton candy.
Aww.
I was like, wow, like they actually made a pretty good product.
They made a chemical that smells just like cotton candy that lasts.
That lasts even under sofas. All right, gentlemen.
It's ready for space.
I think it's about time we wrap up this live stream. Let's get some progress updates. Big Aaron.
I did not finish all my bases, but I'm like probably 20 minutes before I'm done, so it's all right.
That's not too bad. Sean.
I got all of my red touched up. I got my bone on my scary.
Hold him down. Hold him down by 2 inches.
Dang it.
There you go.
And I am currently putting my blue accents in his various crevasses. So, you know how that goes.
Josh.
That sounds lovely. I got all my stuff done, yo.
Awesome. You got everything assembled, primed, and painted?
No, I got it built.
Well, that is a big
That's
step.
more hobbying than I've done in like 3 months. So.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm proud of you.
It'll take me forever
I'm proud
to
as
LED
well.
everything on that thing. I'm sure it will. I am sure it will. Well, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 15 models based with the Martian Iron Crust. I got my character completely painted. The only thing he had on him was just his clothes had a little bit of the skeleton horde, and his cloak looked terrible. We got that all fixed. So I am extremely happy about my progress. There are only a few models left up here that need to get painted, and then
You're cranking along on
I
that.
am, and then it's cracking boxes. It's cracking. So I have to reprime 2 of them and repaint them.
Why?
Because there were my test models that are the wrong color.
Oh.
Yeah, don't you hate that?
Well, normally I have enough models that I don't care. In this particular case, I don't. So I got to reprime 2 of them, which is fine.
So they weren't great test models.
They were fantastic test models because I figured out what I wanted. So yeah, that's what we did. So once again, thank you everybody for joining us on a Sunday evening. We will see you next Sunday. For those of you in Canada, happy Thanksgiving. It is Canadian Thanksgiving today. I meant to say that at the very beginning, but I forgot because I'm a dumb American. But happy Thanksgiving to any of you up in Canada. And as always,
we'll see you on
the table.
The table.